I'm really thirsty. Do you mind if I
Crack it open.
crack open a drink?
What you got? What you
I
got?
got a mango system that I've never tried before. My
Shout out
favorite.
system.
They have 5%, 0%, 8%, and I know that they have mango and black cherry and lime. My favorite's mango.
Yep, it's a party in a box. Whether you like to drink, whether you're not, whether you like to party or whether you like to chill. And if you like to really party, you can use the 0% as a chaser for your shots.
Or you use the 8% as a chaser and fucking end up face down in the streets.
Right.
Drink system.
Drink system. Okay. So this is our final episode
of
of
the
season 1, which is fucking crazy. We did 15 episodes, which is more than most TV shows do.
Yeah. How many? What's like a normal podcast season?
I don't know.
I would say maybe like 10.
The thing is, I feel like a lot of podcasts do this in a different way. Like some people just continue and
Yeah.
never do it.
Nobody's doing it.
Some
like
people
us.
don't even count.
Right.
Some people just like,
True.
yeah. Some people don't even title their podcast episodes.
At all?
And they just,
They
yeah.
just say after our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Very. What's it like doing a podcast? It's been a lot of fun. Like, pretty fun, creative work. You know, like you get to direct and do anything you want.
Yeah.
Plus, like people just like love the pod. People like just do anything to go out of their way to help us out and
Very
like want
true.
us to grow.
Very
So,
true.
like we got 2 sponsors in one season.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
That's crazy. Like
That's awesome.
I mean, it seems like we've been in it for a while, but like compared to other podcasts, like we just started, you know?
Yeah, we're kind of fucking crushing it.
Yes. So yeah, stay tuned for next season. We got even more crazy shit going down. We got even more.
We got some fun stuff coming.
Yeah, we got Gibby coming on the podcast.
I wish I would do anything to get Gibby on here, shirtless back there.
Yeah, just
going Gibby
just at random points.
Oh
random dancing.
We should get a clicker.
We should. In the pod track before you can.
Oh.
Yeah, you can add actually any like they have around 200 sound effects.
Wow.
Yeah.
If anyone wants
what? You can plug your phone in and call people and it will record the calls.
Oh, we gotta get a pod track.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck.
If anyone got a pod track before,
please let us borrow it.
Or keep it.
Let us borrow it. No, or we keep it. I thought you were saying, or you guys can keep it.
Like, everybody if you guys like this video, we will get you a pod track before. Like, we haven't even bought our own.
We will not. Have you seen that? Did you ever watch Grace and Frankie?
No, but they're like a 2 lesbian couple.
No, they're not lesbian.
Oh.
Their husbands turn gay and then they become best friends. Their husbands like turn gay for each other. Anyway, they come out with like a vibrator brand for old people.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Genius.
And Frankie like tweets like they're like old, so she doesn't know that like a bunch of people are gonna see it. She tweets like this and you'll get a free vibrator. And like 20,000 people liked it and they had to like send 1 million vibrators to a bunch of people. That just reminded me of that.
Dude.
You're like, everybody like this, you get a pod track before.
Yeah, like a $500 equipment piece.
Well,
you were like, what am I gonna do with this?
We should start seriously asking some rich men for a pod track P4.
Like,
because they would probably do it.
Maybe go on the sugar daddy websites, which gets me to my next point is I've signed up on like a sugar daddy website once or twice, you know?
A lot of my friends have.
Like, I've never been on a date or anything there, but I did it a while ago.
We've all thought about it.
And it was like sugardaddy.com. And I'm hanging out with my mans last night.
Uh-oh.
And so I like thought I blocked their email because I used to get like Remember
A
that one time I
bunch.
showed you and I was scrolling through all the sugar daddy websites?
Baby, I don't even remember what I
Maybe it
did
was someone
yesterday.
else. But like it was crazy. Like I get like at least like spam. Just
Yeah,
anyone
a
anyone
bunch
till
of
even
shit from them.
like you get an email
Right,
from that they
right.
liked you. Which these horny old men, like I got some thirst traps too on those pictures. And I don't know how to delete my account because like I honestly don't even want to go back into it. So I like tried to block it.
Right.
Didn't
Or like
work.
delete it.
Yeah, like block the email
Yeah,
from
yeah.
coming into my
Uh,
college school email.
right.
And I'm literally like sitting next to him, just like laying in his lap. And we're like looking at my phone, and then I get an email and I just like click it, and it's like sugardaddy.com. Just in all fine
Was it
gold print.
what's that? Is it sugardaddy.com?
Yeah, that was it.
There's one that's like
Seeking arrangements. I
yeah,
got kicked off.
of course you did.
Well, if you use your school email, you actually get the premium version. If you use like a .edu,
I have a .edu,
no, you get
but I know that
I
I don't even think I should say it.
I literally was like,
It's
oh my
like,
god.
babe, what are you trying to hide? You're like, what do you mean?
I literally was like, oh my god. And then he like looked at me and I was like,
You're like, that's you're like, are you looking at me?
sorry, Tourette. So let's get into it.
Let's
Yeah.
get into the episode.
We wanted to talk about types of attachment.
When dating.
Oh, is this like through dating? That makes sense. Or is
Yeah,
it
so
through any
like
relationships?
I guess it could be through any relationships,
Right,
like
right.
friendships,
Anything you attach yourself
romantic.
to, maybe.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Interesting.
Let me find it in my book. I was just reading this and I was like, I'm like a hypochondriac, so everything I read, I'm like, oh, I have that. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I used to like spend hours and hours on Reddit, like convincing myself that I have like bipolar disorder or
yeah,
like
I do that too.
multi-personality disorder or even schizophrenia. And then like I'll go to therapy and I'm like, I think I'm like borderline personality or something like that. And my therapist is like, you're not.
Anywho, yeah, so I was reading part of this book and I couldn't figure out which one I am
Okay.
because I'm a hypochondriac, so everything I read, I'm like, I have that.
Yeah.
Um, side note, I was watching the Brooke Schofield and Whitney Cummings podcast today,
Mhm.
and she was like, I literally convinced myself because I had a sore throat that she had gonorrhea of the throat.
Right.
And she like told the guy, she's like, I'm so sorry I gave you gonorrhea. And the guy was like, I just got tested. Like, you didn't give me gonorrhea. And she had to be like, fuck, sorry. Like, I'm just crazy and thought I had gonorrhea of the
Yeah,
throat.
that's kind of crazy. Like, can you even get gonorrhea of the throat?
Yeah, you can get it like in your throat from
Gonorrhea
like
of the
oral
throat.
sex.
Sounds like a goddamn like band name.
We should rename the podcast Gonorrhea of the Throat.
pod.
Maybe that's this episode. No, would people click on it?
Yeah.
You can get chlamydia on your throat.
Damn.
You can get chlamydia on your eye. Happened to my
Yeah.
friend. Anywho, I couldn't figure out which one I was.
Okay.
So we have 4 different attachment types, and a lot of them stem from like the relationship you had with your parents or like just relationships that you experienced in your childhood.
Right.
Um
Which is like most things
in life, yeah.
Yeah.
It literally says it's common knowledge that most of our beliefs about the world are shaped in childhood.
right.
So, we're just going to read a couple, we're going to read them and describe them.
And hopefully you find which one you are.
Yeah. And then I also in this book have ways that it says like maybe you can try this to help.
Ah, very nice. All right. Should we start with secure?
Yeah, so the first one is secure attachment.
Probably the best one.
That's definitely the best one to have.
Definitely the most stable one.
Oh yeah, that's the healthiest one.
For sure.
That's the one who like people in, healthy relationships have.
Healthy, yeah. Maybe people that didn't have trauma growing up.
Exactly. So it says if you are someone who attracts securely, one or both of your parents were completely attuned to your needs during your early childhood. You learn to trust people and objectively struggle the least with relationships as you don't over respond to the idea of being rejected or dismissed. You just don't fear it as much. So, if you're in a secure attachment style, um, honest and open, warm, caring,
Trusting and forgiving. You have
mm-hmm.
good boundaries. You manage your emotion well. You're responsive.
Yeah.
All really.
So you're just on the right path if that one's you.
You're doing good.
And I congratulate you that both of your parents were there for you.
That's really fucking cool.
Which is weird because like I feel like both my parents were there for me. Maybe
Yeah.
I am secure.
Right.
Anywho,
Anyways.
what you need to do is be open up to the reality that love is scary, especially the kind of love that's worthwhile. Take your time, but don't choose the easy way out.
Okay.
That's what it says.
All right. Let's go to anxious.
Okay. Anxious is if you've developed an anxious attachment, it's because your parents were inconsistently attuned to your needs. At times you were nurtured and loved, but at others they were overly intrusive and insensitive. You likely struggle with indecisiveness and fear of the unknown, as you never know what kind of treatment to expect from people. You have a hard time trusting others, but at the same time, you are easily overly attached and clingy, even just at the idea of a person.
Yeah, some other things are relationship insecurities, fear of abandonment, lack of boundaries, mood fluctuation, highly sensitive, and overly accommodating.
Yeah. So, you resonate with that one?
I thought that one for sure was you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That like out of all of them, I was like, that's Paige.
100%.
But I don't I I resonate more with another one.
I was waiting for you to say
Obviously secure.
100%. I was waiting for you to say that one's you.
Oh,
That's why I
really?
looked at you.
Okay. I thought for a second you were gonna be like, "That's you." I was like,
No.
There's other ones that I
I know what one you are.
Okay. All right.
Wait, but I don't think I'm insecure in relationships anymore.
That's good.
Anymore. Now I'm like, if you want to walk out of my life, fucking see you later.
That's beautiful. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
But I got nothing but love. All right. You want to talk about avoidant?
Yeah.
If you are someone with avoidant attachment, you are likely the child of parents who were emotionally unavailable and insensitive to your genuine needs. You became a little adult at a young age, avoided expressing true pain or needing help, especially to parents or caretakers. You highly value your independence, almost to a fault. If you're struggling in your relationships, it's because you've grown to associate imperfections with dismissal.
Mm, beautiful. Some other adjectives to describe this attachment style is fear of closeness, distant and withdrawn, avoid conflict, extreme independence, emotionally distant, unresponsive to partner, and logical. Hey, logical. Right.
Scared the shit out of me.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, I don't. Let's go to the next one.
you don't think that one's you?
No, I think this next one is.
Okay, maybe I didn't read this one.
But yeah, like close. Like it was like teetering on the close line.
It's teetering.
But the next one I was like,
No,
yeah.
honestly, as I think about it more, that's not you.
Yeah, like logical the fuck.
I'm like distant, avoid conflict. Okay. The next one is disorganized. So, if you formed a disorganized attachment style, it is because your parents or caretakers were abusive, frightening, or even life threatening. You wanted to escape, yet your livelihood depended on the very people who were hurting you most.
Damn.
You may not have been fully able to escape until adulthood. Your attachment figure was your main source of distress, and to survive, you were forced to begin disassociating from yourself.
Yeah, I mean that describes me to a T.
I would have said that. Yeah, I would have said that again.
Unstable to self-regulate, find intimacy and trust difficult, tendency to dissociate, lack of empathy, wants closeness, but fearful of others.
Yeah, I'd have to say that one's you, my
Ding,
brother.
ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding,
Hey,
dong.
ours are on top of each other.
I'm on top of you.
Yeah,
Okay, do you want to know how you can be better?
for sure. Anything, but damn, that's like really fucking crazy.
Anything?
Like that described like my relationship with my parents, like
Yeah.
to the T.
100%. Okay, if you're struggling in your relationships, it's because you haven't learned to listen to your emotional navigation system yet. You are choosing partners you genuinely care about. Wait, I'm sorry. You aren't choosing partners you genuinely care about or are ignoring your instincts because you grew up being forced not to trust yourself. Sure, you were in pain, but if you wanted to survive, you had to ignore that pain and convince yourself everything was all right. What you need to do is some very serious mental, emotional work that likely involves recalling your past trauma and rewriting your narrative of what happened in your life. You will need to reassociate with your inner guidance system and learn to trust it more than you do your thoughts or ideas. Looks
Right.
like you got some
Work to do.
Yep.
Wait, what did it say for you? What you need to do? You didn't read that part.
I'll read it. But I genuinely think that like I'm falling out of my anxious attachment style. Cause 110% I used to like, oh my gosh, just be like so anxious and whatever, like especially with like
Right.
with Heath. Like I was like, whatever, like I was so anxious all the time. But I genuinely think I'm falling out of that.
I don't think the anxiety part is like what defines it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But when I say anxious like that, like it was just like insecurities in the relationship. I was like, you like if you leave, I'm gonna be so sad, like all this shit. Changing. Anywho, I'll read what I have to do. If you're struggling in your relationships, it's because you are spending too much time mind reading, assuming, projecting, predicting, and anticipating outcomes in an effort to shield yourself from pain. Okay, maybe I still do that.
Wow, this book really knows us well.
Or because you refuse to let it go out of fear that you'll never find somebody else. Either way, you're more in your head than in your heart, and you're letting your life be guided by what you're trying to avoid, as opposed to what you're trying to achieve. Being better in your relationships will likely be the product of learning blah, 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 blah.
Oh, okay.
There's more, but I kind of stuttered and I didn't know if you wanted me to keep going.
No, you're good. Well, I hope you learned something from this section and comment below which one you are.
It says you need to focus on reworking your thoughts,
Differentiating.
Yeah. Differentiating reality from your fears and surrounding yourself with trustworthy, caring people. Well,
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I read something else in this book the other day. How to know when your happiness. I'm way too dyslexic for
That's
this,
okay.
bro. I've read so much.
Yeah, that's okay.
I can't even see straight anymore.
Things are starting to look like
L's are starting to look like P's.
Yeah.
And that makes no sense.
Dude, talk about dyslexia. I literally was doing my laundry this week, and we have like these machines on, like we have this app called like Clear Token, and
mine's called Cycle
like
Pay.
sponsors.
Mine's called Cycle Pay.
And you have to like click the one that is the right one with the machine, but it will be like IJ7778.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah, and they're like the other one will be like IJ7789.
Mine's labeled like 1 through 30.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so like my ass literally like 3 separate times clicked and paid for the wrong fucking machine.
Why did you just switch your laundry into
I was
it?
like, damn, I don't even do this shit when I'm high as fuck.
Why didn't you just put your laundry in the other one?
It was too late. I already had like the Oxy on it and like the fucking.
I would have switched it, man.
the
That's
Pebbles.
$1.50.
Yeah. Well, I'm moving soon, so I'll have my in unit.
Oh, that's so lit.
Yeah, thank God.
I
I
can
can
come over
actually
and do my laundry.
I went through all my underwear, like, this time. Like, it was like
Like
back
you
in the
had to do
day,
your laundry.
yeah, like, back in the day, like, I used to just, like, flip them all
I was
inside
gonna say
out.
you never just flip them.
I just doubled up. I don't anymore. Like, that's like a promise to myself not
You're
to.
like, I will do my laundry before I have to flip my underwear inside out. And
Exactly.
you know what? Every
That's growth.
every achievement is a is a gold star in my book.
Two in the pink, one in the stink. All right.
My mom used to do that all the time.
That's
She would
crazy.
be like, "Yeah," in every picture. She's like,
Dude, that's iconic.
"She's a
Um,
trip."
okay, let's talk about love languages.
Let's do it.
Glad we got the attachment. Now we can talk about love. I actually just took a quiz on this week, so I'm pretty fresh on it. So we got acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts.
Is your love language? I always get this mixed up. It's what you give, not what you want to receive, or both?
Fuck.
I
I
say
think it's what you want to receive.
I'm pretty sure it's what you give
Oh.
because it's like your language of showing love. You know who would know?
Google.
Claire.
We got a special guest.
Yo,
Hello.
yo, you're on speaker. I'm on the pod. I got a question for you.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Is love language what you give or what you receive?
It's both. So that's why like it's hard for couples to like or can be hard for couples to like, you know, understand because it's like, okay, if I'm giving you this, like why aren't you receiving it that way? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Like
like
I
I
swear
could
that's
be
what tore my parents apart.
for sure. Like the thing is a lot of people like not saying for sure to you specifically.
No, yeah.
But like yeah, a lot of people like don't realize that because like they don't talk about it because it really didn't like start becoming a thing that people talked about until recently.
Right.
Wow.
So true. Cause like my dad is very acts of service, but my mom was like, I just want to spend quality time with you. And my dad's
Dude,
like,
yes.
but I'm mowing the lawn for you so you can have a nice lawn. And my mom's like, I don't care about the fucking lawn. Let's watch a
Right.
movie.
Right. Well, thank you, Claire.
Okay, thanks. Love you.
Of course, love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Told you she'd know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She knows everything.
For real?
Everything, dude.
Damn.
She's wise beyond her years.
That's awesome. Yeah, she is pretty wise.
Yeah. She's an empath. She's just very empathetic.
Period.
Like mama.
Nice.
So what do you like to receive? Like what's like
I would say when I took this quiz, it was quality time, words of affirmation, then it was acts of service, receiving gifts, and my last one was physical touch.
I think you show love by physical touch though.
Oh,
Like I think that's how you show somebody you care about them.
really?
At least romantically, yeah. Not in like
Oh.
not like in our relationship.
I was like, am I only making out with you?
I wish. No, but like with G-Dog, like you're very touchy. Not in a bad it's not negative at all. It's not a
Right.
bad thing. But
Yeah.
I've never like but I've also never seen you with a guy
True,
that you
true,
like.
true.
So
Yeah. I would say like
but I don't know. I
we'll
don't
see how it is like down the road. Because
Yeah.
there's obviously like the honeymoon phase
Right.
where you're like touchy.
super handsy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's what you like to receive.
Yeah, no, I was
But
like
I think that's what you get
13% of physical touch
for receiving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Because I feel
'cause-
like if someone was all over you, you'd be like, get off me.
Yeah, well, just because, like, at least for like love, like, you can touch anyone and it's not really necessarily love.
Right.
You know, like, I can fuck anyone for real. And, like, that's not fucking love.
Yeah.
And, like, you have trauma where men use you, like, that's gonna be probably the bottom of the list.
Very true.
Yeah. How about you?
But a lot of times it could be taken the opposite. You could be like, this is how I've been traumatized in the
Oh,
past.
yeah.
This is what you want from me. So
Right.
this is what I'll give you. Because in my head, like this is all you wanted me from before. Not him, but men. This is all you've
Right.
wanted from me, so this is all I'll give you.
Yeah. Definitely. I definitely used to think like that.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
So I don't know.
I really yours is definitely you like to receive words of affirmation.
Yeah, like tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, you love that shit.
I do.
That's good.
But like not too much. Like there's one guy in my DMs, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. And I'm like,
Yeah.
tell me you want to slap me or something.
Oh, right. Or maybe you're just not that into him. Like maybe it's just not coming from someone you love, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I'm yeah. But I used to I feel like I give
You give gifts.
I was gonna say I give gifts. Like
Yeah.
because my first relationship, his was he would show he loves by giving gifts.
Mm,
And so he was always giving me gifts, giving me gifts. So that was like kind of how I learned how to love,
true.
like through giving gifts. So for
Interesting.
me, it's like if I'm on vacation and like something reminds me of somebody, like I'm gonna get it for you because it's like showing you that I
Right.
love you. But I also think mine could be physical touch. Like
Okay.
I give physical touch.
Yeah.
I like to like touch people.
Right. You're like, I like to go up to men and grab their balls.
I
Like,
do. I love ball sacks. They're
right.
so fun.
That's going on the gram. I'm clipping that for the gram.
They are though.
I love ball sacks.
They're so
Um,
But I also think I give
dude, you just
mine's
fucking
definitely not acts of service or quality time.
see, like those are my like. I like to. I think I like to receive those and give those.
Yeah. Like I don't know. You
Like,
don't have to like fix my car,
right, right.
but like that's where I would be like my dad'll do it. Okay, they were talking about this on the podcast I was watching earlier, the Brooke Schofield and
Mm,
Whitney Cummings. They were like Brooke had like her grandparents raise her and her grandpa apparently was like a great father figure. Like my dad's like the best. Like he was such a good like person for me to look up to and like he
right.
just did everything that I could have ever wanted. Um and it's almost like reverse daddy issues because it's like nobody will ever compare to your dad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where like I'm sitting here and I'm like, why would I want acts of service? Like my dad will just do it.
So you're like receiving gifts and words of affirmation with a hint of physical touch, or are you like receiving gifts, physical touch with a hint of words of affirmation?
I like getting words of affirmation and physical touch.
Okay.
Cause like if somebody's like, you look so good tonight, I'm like, oh my god, my night's made.
Yeah.
Cause like, not that I don't know,
Great.
but like it feels good when somebody notices it.
Yeah, that is.
Not that nobody it doesn't.
See, like
I'm sorry, I'm
I
just kidding.
I don't know. This is gonna sound really dark, but like people's words don't mean shit to me.
Yeah.
Like a guy will say something to me and I'm like, okay, thank you. Like I've heard this before. And it wasn't like it was just a fuck. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
We have such different outlooks on life.
That's okay. But like, yeah, I definitely like I think when someone puts their time in, is like it shows to me that you care.
No, that's so true.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pick because I love them all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I should take the test.
Definitely take the test after this. There's only like 30 questions.
We should link
Took
it
me,
in
like,
the link
fucking-
tree.
We're gonna link it actually, so you guys can take the test.
We'll take the BDSM kink test out and put this in.
Yeah. I like actually ended up retaking that, and my number one was to be like degraded physically and mentally.
What was mine
I
again?
was like,
I don't
fuck.
remember what mine
Mine was
was.
misogynist. That was mine. That was my top one. Yours was like rope money.
Oh yeah, somebody tie me up. What's
Um,
misogynist means like you don't like men.
I forget what it
Like
was
being
called
like
then.
misogynistic is like
No, but I think it's different in a BDSM kink term.
oh.
I think. Yeah, what it said was like that I like to be like pretty much harassed in the sheets, which I'm like, what? Like, anyways.
And douchebag of the week. How about douchebag of the week is the guy who said your parents are probably divorced?
Shit, who was he?
I don't know, but I matched with him because I thought it was hilarious. I have like a picture of Maggie like pouring a drink into my mouth on my hinge, and I'm like this on it. Like I'm like,
Oh,
and you're like pouring it.
he said your
And he slid and he captioned it and he said, I know your parents are definitely divorced or some shit like that. And he like was, I'm sorry,
That's crazy.
not hot like by any
Yeah,
means.
so it's like fuck you.
He looks like a nerd. Like one of his pictures, he's like holding a snake like on in like
No.
on the beach in Mexico or something where like he
That's
paid like
so
$20 to
embarrassing.
get that picture taken.
Like that's so no.
And then
Anyone who's holding an
and then
animal in any of their pictures, like, don't post that.
dude, and then the caption under it, my unusual skills, and his answer was laying pipe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you sent
I thought it
me.
was hilarious.
Congratulations, you're the douchebag of the week.
Yeah, you're fucking
Go
hilarious.
fuck yourself. Um,
And if any of you guys have a douchebag of the week, send them to us because we can have multiple douchebags of the week.
yeah, like we shouldn't necessarily be highlighting them, but might as well.
No, we'll give them a shout out.
Yeah. So moving forward, I was like, why the fuck did we dissect shit in science class? Like, where did that take us?
To learn. And if you liked dissecting it, you probably became a fucking serial killer.
Yeah,
Which
there was
goes
definitely
perfectly
one.
into our next topic.
There was definitely one in like the back room that was like
Putting the like frogs in his pocket and then like jerking off in the bathroom looking at it.
like
He's like eating it.
he's like fingering the fucking the frog
frog's
brain.
just laying there.
And yeah, I was just like, why did we do that shit? Like,
I think it was so if you like wanted to become like a doctor, like a surgeon.
oh, true. I forgot those exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have something to tell you.
Would you like to just read it off?
I watched The Night Stalker and holy shit balls.
A little backstory on the Night Stalker. His name is actually Richard Ramirez.
Oh, I get like the chills, like even when you say his name. Like
he was an Aquarius.
mm,
Not shocked.
makes sense. No, that's Pisces.
Oh, he's a Pisces. Not shocked. Americans, American serial killer, rapist, and burglar who murdered at least 13 people in California. He was convicted and
In 1
sentenced
year.
to death, but died while in prison. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and antisocial personality disorder. He also scored a 31 out of 40 on the PCLR, which deems him clinically psychotic. I completely believe
Psychopath.
it.
100%.
Yeah, he did it. Like, people are like, oh, he only murdered 13 people.
That's
like,
a lot of people in 1 year.
right. It was a lot.
Like how many people did like Jeffrey Dahmer kill?
I feel like more.
Oh, really?
I think in the 20s.
Um,
But over time.
yeah, right. This was 1
Um,
year and it took them it took them so long to find him.
And the way they did it, he did it, and went about it was like some of the most disgusting and disturbing things. Like
Oh my
when
God,
he like
horrible.
snuck into that girl's house with the roommate. I think that was him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he shot her.
He like shot the girl, but
She got away.
she got away. It like hit her shoulder or something.
Yeah.
But he was like stalking that girl like throughout the day, like
Yeah.
looking at her like ha ha, ha, like laughing like super like creepy to her. I like just watched this. Is how I know all this.
Yeah.
And she went home. He followed her home, shot her in the garage.
Yeah.
And then she was fine. She survived it. He went inside, shot the roommate.
Yeah.
But what he liked was like seeing people scared. Like the
Yeah.
roommate was hiding, and he waited till she like poked her head up, and then shot her so he could like look at her like this
Yeah.
and like see her be like, oh, creepy. So then the other girl went to the front door to like hide because they're like, he'll come out the back door. He came out the front door, and she was like, you already shot me once. You got to do it again? And he was like, no, and like ran away. Yeah, dude. He would kill grandmas,
Yeah, he would rape.
grandpas. He would rape little girls,
He would rape grandmas.
rape grandmas.
Like, come on.
Come on.
They're dying soon anyway. Like, why like
And then he would write like Hail Satan shit
yeah, he
on the
was
wall.
super satanic.
And he would he like praised other serial killers.
Mm,
Like he was like, I want to be like them.
and he was.
Oh yeah.
He was.
Um
Yeah, no, he was a different type of evil. Like, you could see the black
evil.
in his eyes.
Yeah. And he would like go and like eat their food after he would kill the whole family. He'd like go to their kitchen and
Oh,
like
eat like an ungodly amount of it,
just
right?
eat a bunch of food and
And
then
like throw up.
he would throw it up and then jerk off and like masturbate on it.
Yeah, one of the most fucked up serial killers I've ever heard of.
Ugh.
Like,
I watched it, man. I was freaking out last night.
it's scarier, I
I
think,
was
than
like,
Dahmer.
"Ooh."
Well, Dahmer also like just men, so
Right. But this guy, they were like, it's weird because Jeffrey Dahmer would like drug him,
right.
give him a lobotomy. Like,
With the lobotomy.
so when they drill holes in your head to like try and like, they don't, it was like an old way to like try and like cure depression and like
Oh,
schizophrenia and stuff. It was just like exploratory brain surgery. But
damn.
you can't do it because obviously that
Dahmer would just do it for fun.
he would just do it so the people would become special needs and then they would like wouldn't be able to talk or move and he would just have like people like laying like not knowing who they are. Dude, I fucking hate when my neighbors cook and I can smell it.
Yeah, I was gonna say either like my fucking pussy reeks or you farted.
No, dude.
But it's
It's
fancy.
always that
Someone else
it's
is cooking.
fancy. They cook like fucking curry or some shit.
Yeah.
And my bathroom's attached to theirs and it's like
Oh.
the bath every time they cook I'm like smells like cootie.
Yeah.
Cootie.
Thank you. Come again.
Anywho, I'm gonna admit something.
Okay.
When I was watching this documentary,
You're relating?
nope. When they showed him,
Yeah.
I was like, holy fucking shit, he's hot.
Yeah. Him and
Until they show him
Ted
smiling.
Bundy, right?
Yeah, Ted Bundy was a looker.
They would receive like an ungodly amount of
Yeah.
like nudes and stuff in prison.
After they get convicted, they're like people like are like fans of them.
Yeah, I don't know what he was sexually wise, but I don't know.
Like gay or straight.
Yeah, I don't know what he was.
I think it was straight 'cause he'd only rape women
Oh,
and girls. Little
really?
girls. There one of
And
them's still
murder them?
alive. One of them's still alive. He would like let the little girls go.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Ugh. Anywho, he's hot until he opens his mouth. It's janky teeth.
Yeah, and like the devil shit. Yeah. Anyways.
I'm like, yes, super unattractive.
Yeah, no, he looks like one of your exes for real.
I know.
So you added this word limerence to the doc, which limerence is that how you say it?
Limerence, yeah.
Limerence. Limerence.
Limerence.
Yep. Is a state of involuntarily obsession with another person. The experience of limerence is different from love or lust, and that is based on uncertainty that the person you desire.
Yeah. I just learned that word today. Earlier today. And I relate with that one.
Who are you obsessed with?
Who aren't I obsessed with?
Okay. Cool.
My like mental illness gives me like this. Like I fully like create ideas of people in my head that I like barely even know.
Okay, yeah. Like you fantasize like about someone maybe?
I wouldn't say fantasize, but like
Obsess?
yeah, but obsess even sounds crazy. I don't know.
So you found that word out and you related to it.
Yeah, it's basically like when you make up like a story of somebody or like I don't know, I just the way I heard it made more sense to me.
Although some psychologists and researchers believe severe cases of limerence could be considered a mental disorder, it's currently not considered to be one. Nevertheless, similar to OCD and addiction, limerence it may develop as a result of trauma, insecure attachment, and stressful life events.
Maybe that's what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, bing, bing, bing. I feel that way with drugs and alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like last night I was cleaning out the couch and I found like the most beautiful fucking joint I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I was like,
What'd you do?
I gave it to the person who came over and I said, please smoke this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I was like, I'm not gonna throw that down the garbage.
No, no,
I'm
no,
not gonna
no.
flush that in the toilet.
No. You can't.
But I did give it away.
That's nice of you.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. I'm glad that I didn't smoke it. Um, but I am a limerence sometimes with drugs and alcohol, but I have the tools now to help me not limerence.
Yeah, good, I'm proud.
Um,
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I was just watching the Brooke Scope. I've said this a million times. Brooke
yeah,
Schofield, Whitney Cummings.
we might as well link it.
We should because it was a very good
Cool.
podcast.
Yeah.
I like relate to Brooke Schofield so much.
That's awesome.
Like we are like such similar people.
I know, it's just so funny because I agree,
Like
but
insanely similar.
people were like that don't know you as well, told me that they think you're a lot like Tana.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, that's so funny because like we always say the opposite.
I don't think I could be any more opposite of Tana.
Yeah.
I
Besides like you're
mean, maybe.
fun
Well, yeah.
and Bond.
Yeah, I'm blonde.
Yeah.
But like
And you like lip
Tana's
filler.
yeah, I like lip filler. But so does Brooke.
Yeah.
But Tana's like in a healthy relationship,
Yeah. I don't know.
sober.
That's what people told me. But maybe they were like, maybe it was like the old Tana Tana.
No, Tana.
Yeah.
I'm not as crazy as her by any means.
No.
And I never was.
No. I was just saying that people told me that.
Yeah. No,
Um,
yeah. If you listen,
but I disagreed. I told them that. I was
yeah.
like, no.
And like I feel like Brooke's like I don't know,
You just relate to her more.
100%.
Yeah.
You should watch this podcast though with her because you'll literally be like, holy shit. They talk
I
about some
will.
good stuff.
And we will link it.
We will link it, and I'm probably gonna watch it again.
I love it. All right. You ready to get into it? Yeah.
Not fucking guess.
Dude. So pretty much I heard of this through the Insidious movies. You don't need to look at the screen. You can just listen now. And so pretty much astral projection refers to an event where where our astral body leaves our physical body. So pretty much like
Your
you
soul
leave.
leaves your body.
Yes. And this is real.
Happened to me last weekend at the club.
I'm like, that was acid, bro. That was
Acid, astral, same thing.
right. There's probably a connection.
I wasn't doing acid for the viewers.
So yeah, no, she wasn't. I'm like, no, she was.
Forgot about this.
So
So fucking good.
So this is what I've heard. That you close your eyes, but you keep your mind awake. For about 30 to 45 minutes. It's pretty hard to do without.
Oh, you can
completely
do
falling.
it.
Yes, you can actually do this until your body falls asleep.
Dude, when I was a kid, I used to like study like dreams and shit like this, actually.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So you keep your mind awake for 30 to 45 minutes until your body falls asleep, and then you imagine yourself getting up and walking away from your body, eyes still closed. Apparently, when you open your eyes, if you've done it correctly, you'll be standing over your body when you open your eyes.
Creepy.
Yeah, and this works. Like people say it's really good and positive. I
Oh,
just
it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
right.
You want to try it together?
No, I don't want to play with this shit. But I have some personal
Fucking pussy.
stories that I found of people.
It's kind of like lucid dreaming. Not lucid dreaming.
Just wait. When you hear these, you'll be like, all right.
What's the thing when your body's stuck but you're in a dream?
Yeah, it's kind of like sleep paralysis.
That's what
It
it's
is.
kind of like.
It is kind of like yeah. It's
I've had that once.
But
You want
there's
to
also
know?
different types. Yeah, I used to have it horrible to the point where I wouldn't fall asleep. I wouldn't sleep because I knew what
You're
was going to
scared?
happen.
Yeah.
Oh, because I would have a demon standing over my fucking bed every single night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mine was my body was paralyzed, but somebody was breaking into the apartment.
Oh,
And I was
great.
like laying there in a dream, like couldn't move, and like
Oh
it
God.
was fucking weird. A long time ago.
Yeah, I would see the sleep paralysis demon a lot.
The Benadryl hat man.
Didn't it kind of looks like it without the hat. And
Is
like
it
it
all
would
the
crawl
same
up.
person?
It would crawl up
Dude,
into
I'm
my
scared to be
bed.
alone now tonight.
No, you're okay. All right, I'm gonna read this
No, I'm
story
gonna be
though.
scared.
Okay, I can stay a little bit after.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a story from someone. Personally, I've definitely had these experiences, and I definitely thought it was strange. I definitely thought it was a strange dream. My son was 1 years old at the time, but in my dream, I saw him at 4 years old playing. I was on the roof looking into his window. He looked at me and stared for a minute. Then it clicked. He could see me. I panicked and woke up. Now, 3 weeks ago, I was outside getting groceries for my car, and my husband came down to help me. We live in an upstairs in some apartment. And he said, my son, now 4 years old, was playing in his room, looked out the window, and was staring. My husband asked him, what's wrong? Because he looked confused. He said, why is mommy staring at me? And he laughed and said, mommy's downstairs getting groceries. And he pointed at the roof and said, no, she's right there on the roof. When I heard that, I freaked out and decided to keep it to myself. But I know for sure that the dream I had wasn't a dream at all now. And children for sure can see spirits that we can't. Are you okay?
Fucking freaking out.
Oh my God, bro. Okay. I did not think. No, literally, when I was doing this, I had the bag to my door and I was like, I'm also home alone right now. My roommate's out of town, and I was like, I could feel like something staring
That
at.
shit's creepy as fuck.
Yeah. All right. Another story. I remember waking up once, being semi-translucent and could float and walk around my room.
I gotta stop crying on the pod, bro.
I could see my body sleeping too, and I remember going downstairs to see if I could see my other family members sleeping as well. It was really scary for me because I remember each step I took down the stairs, the space around me got darker and darker, and eventually it felt like I was surrounded by the void. I remember hearing screaming all around me from people begging to be let go, and it sounded like they were in pain. Each step I took down, the screaming would grow in volume until I could hear the screams surrounding me. It freaked me the fuck up. It freaked me the fuck out, and I ended up trying to walk back up the stairs. But every step I took felt like hours of crawling up the stairs. Eventually, I got back in bed, and it felt like my soul was hovering above my body, trying to settle back in. When I woke up, it didn't feel like waking up from sleep. It just felt like I was closing my eyes, and when I opened them, I was back in my body.
That one's not as that one. That one's
That one
creepy.
didn't get you as much. See,
Mm-mm.
that one got me way more than this one.
It's just the kid, man. Holy fuck.
I truly
Um,
believe that kids can see ghosts. Like,
yeah, I think dogs can too.
oh yeah, my niece used to always be like, I was just talking to Nunu.
Oh gosh.
Or like my brother, when he was little, he was like to my mom, he was like, the lady in the picture put me to bed last night.
Jesus fuck.
And my mom was like, baby, what picture? And he was like, come on, I'll show you. And it was my dad's mom.
Okay, well that's probably sweet. then. That's like a good ghost.
Yeah, she's great. Anyways, if you had a if you had a third ear, where would you put it? Uh, didn't even think this one through. Like, where would you put it, bro? There's nowhere to put a third ear.
I would put it to my chest so when I hug people, I could hear their heart.
That's beautiful. I think I would put it on my forehead.
Why?
I don't know, because where else would I fucking put it?
I liked my answer.
Or maybe in like the back of my neck.
So
I
you could hear
cover-
people talking shit about you. That's what you would do. That's the difference between us.
That's not why I put it. I just thought that I could cover it up.
Cover what up?
My third ear.
You would be embarrassed of your third ear.
Yes.
Then
Yours
why
are
not
like-
put it in like your butthole?
Oh my- because I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I'd probably just rather because like I'm used to having my hair over my ears,
Right.
in general. So it wouldn't maybe yeah, I want it on the back.
Ears
of my
are
neck.
weird.
Yeah, like
Will you come with me to get more piercings on mine?
Yeah, I need a pierce.
We should just do each other's, bro.
Yeah, let's get a gun.
Okay.
Let's play roulette with fucking a piercing gun.
I'm down.
You just go and it like goes right in my fucking forehead. Ah! Shit. I'm like, shit.
You have a fucking eyebrow piercing.
Yeah, that would be lit. In those first few seconds, are you hoping it's Ice Ice Baby or Under Pressure?
Under pressure.
Same, 100%.
Duh.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck Ice Ice Baby. I'm so done with that
Just
song.
like shut the fuck up.
Ice,
Ice Baby.
Like
Shut the fuck up. Honestly, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I thought my laptop died. Okay. If you had an object that could bring back any inanimate object, which like I don't know what an inanimate
Inanimate object is just like an object.
Right. That's what I thought. That you've lost in your life, what would you bring back?
That Polly Pocket. Never fucking found it.
That fucking pocket pussy.
My
shit.
fucking pocket pussy.
I would say the fucking closet of dresses that I loaned to someone and that they never gave back.
All the fucking clothes you bitches still have of mine.
No, I let this girl like try on probably like 15 of my dresses, okay?
I still have all Ashley's just sitting there.
And I just like didn't give a fuck because I was an alcoholic at this point, taking stands and expecting that she'd give them back eventually.
Return them.
She moves out of the sorority house and is
I
like,
believe you lived in a sorority.
I didn't.
Oh.
I was a part of one though. And she moves out of the sorority house and leaves all the shit in there. And I go to find it. Everything's gone.
That's annoying.
Yeah. I
Sorry
wasn't
to
angry
hear.
back then though. I could have given less of a fuck. I was
You
like,
were
"Word."
an angry drinker?
Nah, not really. I mean, like when I would get to a point, maybe, but nah, I was usually, sometimes. You just don't feel anger though when you're drunk. You don't feel anything, you know? Like
I mean,
you
when
could be,
I'm drunk, sometimes I feel anger.
yeah, I just never. I
used
wouldn't
to be an angry drunk.
know that I was angry.
I used to have a panic attack like every time I drank. That was just because my
Same.
boyfriend was always cheating on me.
If you had to lose a limb, which one would you sacrifice and why?
My right arm or my left arm. It doesn't do anything for me. Although I'm holding a microphone with it right now. If I lost my left arm, would I have to put my wedding ring on my right finger? Maybe I'd lose a leg. I'd lose a leg. Because you can get a prosthetic a lot easier on your leg.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want just like a nub. You can get a fake leg. I'd probably
Right.
go only though, like from here to there.
No, you have to lose the whole thing.
No, dude.
Sometimes you don't have an option.
True.
Right. But
So yeah, I'd
I'd probably choose my left one.
fuck, I really love my legs. It's like my favorite part of myself. I'd probably go right hand. What's your favorite form of potato?
I feel very passionate about this question, and I'm glad you asked me.
Because fries is also an option.
Right. I mean,
I'm going mashed.
really?
I love mashed potatoes.
I'm going hashed.
Oh,
Hashed and browned. Hash
yeah,
browns.
yeah.
I accidentally turned my microphone off, but it's still
It's
on.
okay. Yeah, hash
But
brown.
I love potato chips too.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I'm still going mashed potatoes. I love a good, nicely whipped, buttery, garlicky mashed potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like traumatized of mashed potatoes.
What happened, man?
It's all I could eat for 6 weeks.
Right.
But I'm starting to like them again.
Yeah, that would have been hard. Honestly, like low key, I might start doing that. You probably lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, dude, I weighed like 75 pounds.
We just eat potatoes now.
We just eat mashed potatoes.
That's what people did in the potato famine, right?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, well, my people got like pretty fucked up from the potato famine. I'm not sure what it was though.
Who are your people?
The Irish. All right. Well, that was our episode. And next week are we gonna have an episode or will we not have an episode?
TBD.
We'll see if there's a 16. But
I was leaving that one up to you, brother.
okay, we'll let you know. And
We'll let you guys know. Like, comment, subscribe, leave your love languages below and your favorite serial killer.
Yeah, and we'll link that podcast and
Actually, comment your least favorite serial killer because I don't want to favoritism them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because they don't fucking deserve that.
Right. I would say my least favorite is probably like school shooters.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, till next week or next season, who knows?
Peace out. We'll see you at the party.
Come to our party. Come to the fucking party, please.
Come to the fucking party, or it's the end for her.
Bye. Love you guys.